Hello, friends. Welcome to yet another session. It's 9 p.m. and our live session is on. So we can start with our daily prayer. कुछ ऐसा करके दिखा खुद खुश हो जाए खुदा आशाएं मिले दिल की उम्मीदें हंसे दिल की अब मुश्किल नहीं कुछ भी नहीं कुछ भी. Yes, guys. Yeah, welcome to yet another session. As always, I'm nervous and to present in front of you. And I believe that you are taking something from this session. I believe like you guys are watching this recorded session, and you guys are learning something from it. So, anyways, we can just continue with whatever session we had. So today we had throughout our class, what we have throughout the session, what I was also reading through with you when I was reading this book on Danlok. He was trying to break myth, and what we have been doing is that we have been trying to break the myth of poor or the mediocre people, the ideology they carried, and Mr. Danlok, through his statement, he was trying to break that. And through his ideology, Mr. Danlok was trying to break that. So this is what he is continuing in this session also. So in this session, he has another topic. The topic for today's discussion is you will not have glory unless you don't have the guts. I repeat, you will not have the glory unless you have the guts. So, as this statement says, you are all very much educated, and I am also very much. I have also a bit of knowledge. So, we can get a bit of a clarity like what Mr. Danlok is trying. You need to challenge yourself. That is what Mr. Danlok is telling, and he is telling this with an example. So the story goes like this, or the actual incident goes like this, where he had a friend called Mr. Peter, and this Peter, he was a millionaire at one time, and due to some financial crisis, or he was supposed to take a decision, but he just refrained from doing it because he felt that that decision was unethical. And in case if he had taken the decision, the business would have multifold, but he just backed out. And as a result of this, his business crashed, and again he went to scratch. So the he was also confused like what to do because his business wasn't going anywhere, and in between he was staying in UK, as I told you, and he wanted to go from UK to Canada, and he wanted to settle in Vancouver, and he was planning to do that within a span of 2 to 3 months. So this guy, Mr. Peter, didn't know how to do it because he didn't have a business, he didn't have the money, and he didn't know like where to stay and how to start. So this is the highlighting statement or the highlighting thing that I noticed. I want you guys to have a closer look to this also, because the thought he had now was amazing. That is, he thought, in case if I have all the money, or I have the if I get a magic wand and I just rebuild my empire, rebuild my business, then what would be the first thing? That is, in once he reaches Vancouver and he has this magic wand and he uh, he gets this, or a genie appears in front of him and asks him like, what do you want? Okay, build your empire and everything back. Now what do you really want? So he was thinking, what should I really want? What should I have? Because he wanted to have a clarity, unlike others, or unlike mediocre like people like me. This person, he differed the way of thinking. See how the millionaire is thinking. That is, he is also, he doesn't have nothing, just like you and me. And now he is brave enough to think that in case if I have everything, what will be the first thing that I will buy, or which thing is what I am really obsessed about, to which can give my life to. I believe that you guys got the statement. So and he just kept on researching what, and so he just googled it, and so somewhere he always aspired, he always wanted to have this villa. He wanted to own a villa, a penthouse in Vancouver, in the most post area. So he was just googling, and he was just browsing and checking out coolest this kind of like penthouse available. And he saw one penthouse, something exactly what he wanted in his mind. And the moment he saw, he felt that it is mine. This is mine. I can see my name written on it. That is what he got the impression. He got that impression from inside. Something from inside told that this thing is for you. The name is written. That villa in that penthouse, your name is written. Same thing. Why don't you guys also apply? I think I will discuss that after this example or this actual incident. So he told that this thing, and he became so obsessed about it, and he thought that okay, I will ask my lawyer or someone to get more details into it, because I will be going after 3 or 4 months only. So maybe I will tell my lawyer within a 4 months of time, try to get more details about this. And he initially he thought like that, and he just decided to get back to his normal course. But something he just, the night he slept, or he could not sleep, because subconsciously he wanted that, and he could not sleep. He could think only about that penthouse again and again. So he just decided, he just called, and he was in UK, and in midnight he called. At that time Canada, that time was around 4 p.m. So he called the real estate agent, and he told that, hi, this is Peter this side, and I saw your this penthouse, and I am very much interested. So so this agent replied like, cool, because uh, this is the best time if you can buy, because we have a couple of interested other people also. But in case if you can put a 10% at one shot, then maybe there is more possibility of getting this and in your name. So he could not, he wanted it badly, but he also knew that how I'll manage to top the problem. The agent told one more thing, that is, since you are not a Canadian citizen, you will have to pay 25% extra, because as per something law or something, there is a word or something, non-status mortgage. Because in case if this is like a if it is like a non-Canadian citizen, if they are trying to do, then they will have to, if they are buying an asset, they will have to pay an extra amount, that is called a non-status mortgage, and within a short duration of time compared to other Canadian citizens. So he didn't have any money, but he acted confident. He gave an impression like, okay, cool, I will do one thing, I will settle this initially 10%, and I will settle this 25%, not a big deal. As he told that I will do it as soon as possible. But the moment he hung the call, he did not know like how to do it, because he didn't have a penny. He didn't know how to manage this, but he wanted this badly. Now what to do? So the deal is like this: 10% with the immediately, and within a month or two, within a month, I guess, you need to pay the remaining 25%. So there is no much gap. And in case if you don't pay this 25%, this 10% will go. You, in case even if you go for a case or anything also, under Canadian rule, in case if a person gives a token amount, and he, in case if he backs out from paying the asset, the 10% will go to the agent or to the government, whatever it is. Like that is what the Canadian law or is the Canadian rule is. It is there like that. So in case if you just back up, then the 10% or whatever, that 10% will go to the agent or to the government. Whatever small percentage other deduction will go to the government. That is the rule of Canada. So now this person don't know how I will do it, what I will do, how I will manage it. So now what he begins to, he wants this, okay. So the next thing he does is that he just called his some of his friends. He just called the credit card, the bank credit card. He check what else do I have, how can I manage. He just check here there, borrow some money from here and there, get some credit cards, and then get some money here there, and somehow he manages this 10% and gives this to the agent. And so what you can notice is that you can think in like different version, because for an ordinary person will be like, is this person mad or what? And for Mr. Danlok, it is like a commitment. Like, I want it, no other thing. That is, he is very clear about what he wants. He is very clear of what he wants, and there's no time for any creativity or the room for creativity or growth or in this, because he has to arrange this money in 24 hours. This 10% thing he wanted, the agent told that thing, I forgot to tell that he was supposed to pay like within 24 hours, then only he will get more priority than rather than the other people. And somehow by getting money from here and there, he, that 10% is also a very big amount as of now for him, because the overall price of this penthouse comes around $4 million. So 10% of this itself, and moreover he is in bad condition, somehow he pays this 10%, okay, somehow. Now he has to pay the remaining 1 billion, 25%, that is $1 million in a span of 1 month. I thought like 2 or 2, I believe it is like 1 month. Within a span of 1 month, he will have to pay this $1 million. So in case if it was me or I don't know if for like any other normal human being, they will have just backed off, because what else to give? I can't take the risk. Because that is the beauty of the human. Mr. Danlok is telling that as he is risking everything, he is sacrificing everything to get that few money. So this is what Danlok is asking us: are you willing? How badly you want it? How badly are you willing to get that thing for you? Are you willing to pay the sacrifice? Are you willing to take the test? Are you willing to? Because you will be totally, you will be put down on a constant basis, but are you willing to take the risk? That is what Mr. Danlok is asking. So, so back to this case, he now it seems like he had some land, it seems, okay, some he had some land, he was just checking out, and it seemed like he had some land, the last amount, some petty small land it seems he had. And what he did was, he, instead of selling that to the wholesaler, just a moment, yes. So what he did was, within week he tied the process of land with an option. That is, he had a land, and what he did was, he divided. He had a small area of area, and what he did was, he divided that. He made into plots, and then he sold it to multiple buyers. How cool is that? Because he wanted it. There's no time for clarity. How? He, okay, I have this. Okay, I will divide this, and I will just sell it. And guess what? He made 25% profit extra from it. 25% extra profit from it. Who would have thought like this? Because that is what Mr. Danlok is telling also. If you set a goal now and see a path how to achieve it, By definition, the goal is too small. That is, he is setting the goal now. I want 25% this. Okay, 10%. The goal is now. And you know the path, or you know, okay, I want this. So even if it is like $1 million also, if you have the goal now, and if you know the path how to crack it. For example, just imagine, there has been situation like I am in a hospital, or I have been in a tremendous stress where I have lost money, and I was supposed to, when I was in UAE somewhere, so I was supposed to give a huge amount of money to someone, and there was no time, and that is where I decided like, okay, I want to pay this guy 1,000 dirham. What? How can I do it? Okay, I will ask this person, and I will. Okay, I have to pay a guy 5,000 dirham. Okay, so how I will do it? Because 5,000 dirham is coming around 1 lakh, and at that time I was bit, I was, I was some financially, I was undergoing a crisis, so I didn't know how to arrange it. So 1 lakh, and I have like, say, 2 or 3 hours, and see, if you think 1 lakh now, or it might not sound that big for a average people, but still, for a poor guy, or this 1 lakh, and if someone tell you like 1 lakh or 2 lakh in 1 hour or 2 hour, it is a big deal, right? You don't have 24 hours. So what I'm telling is, okay, my goal is to settle this, or I wanted this. There is another example, that is, I wanted the presentation I'm doing is from a MacBook, and there was a time when I badly wanted this MacBook. I was really obsessed by it, so I had decided like, okay, I want this MacBook. So I made my goal now, and this cost around 1 lakh. How I will make 1 lakh? And I was told by the studio owners, that the store owners, that this will get sold by today morning, because other person is also seem to be interested. So I don't can't wait till evening, because, and I had seen this in the afternoon, so I don't have that much time also. But I want this MacBook. So somehow I manage this money. And for a person who is not working or anything, and to buy a product like 1 lakh or 2 lakh, it is a big deal. And he doesn't have time. And he needs to pay in full cash also. So that is where, so I my goal is clear. I want this MacBook. I want it now. So that is what, if you set a goal now, that is what Mr. Danlok is telling. If you set a goal now and see a path how to achieve it, the goal is too small. So even if it is like a big thing also, if you know it how to crack it, and if you deciding it now, I want it, there is more possibility of getting it, it seems. And so, and finally, this guy, as I told you, sell this land, divides his land, and sell this to multiple buyers, and makes an additional 25% profit. And Mr. Danlok is telling like, when all this was happening, when he was buying uh, that villa, he witnessed it. It seems he is telling the actual life incident. He witnessed this person buying the penthouse. So this is true. So again, Mr. Danlok is telling, how clarity are you in your goal? How clarity are you in your few money? And the process is very simple, as I told you. To get few money, you need to think only like this. That is, I if I have all the things, if I have all the wonderful things in the world, what will be the next thing that is which I'm really obsessed about? So in my case, what I'm really crazy about, what I'm really obsessed is about, I want to be an actor. And I'm right now in kitchen, but I want to work as a main lead actor. It is for a Bollywood movie, like Karan Johar production or a Yash Chopra production. That is my that is what I am willing to give my life to. But I am doing it from Cochin. But what but if I dare to go there to Mumbai or make things happen, that's how it goes, right? I, so a person who is willing to give everything, who doesn't think, who just jump, who doesn't think, has more probability of winning. And that is where that movie I told you to watch or to it fail. The story, I'm not giving you a film review, but this is the basic storyline. That is, this person is coming from a place called Chambal, and this person happens to see, and Chambal is known for violence, for corruption, and everything. And this person, he is not rich, he is from a very backward family, happens to see an IPS officer and aspire to be like him. Somewhere in this mind, he told like, "Wow, this person is so cool. He has this power, and he has." So, in case if we have the power, he can, and in case if I can use it in the right manner, if the power comes to the right people, you can make a huge difference. So that was their thought. That was the triggering thing that led him to go for the IPS. In this person didn't have a proper education. He was 12th fail. Somehow he got third class. He did BA literature something, and then he went for this IPS, UPSC. He had prepared for UPSC, and that also with no money. And the movie shows you, like in parts, like how he is struggling each moment to get to achieve his goal. How much he is sacrificing each moment to achieve his goal. So, are you willing to take the price? And I'm asking to myself also, Rakesh, you are telling like you want to be a big actor, you want to be a Bollywood actor. What price are you willing to pay? Are you willing to? Are you willing to go to Mumbai like Nawasuddin Siddiqui, who just went there? He didn't have any contacts, get beaten up from all areas, just like this IPS, Mr. Manoj sir also, who get beaten up even at the time of interview. Four attempts failed. In the fifth attempt, he clears and gets opportunity for the interview. And in the fifth interview, also he is being treated because he's from a backward community for a bad education. He's again being criticized. He is being made fun even at the interviews. Kill this person is daring to fail. He's daring to fail. Are you willing to dare? Are you daring to fail? Because I'm telling this, I'm scared. I'm scared because I have a little money to lose, and I'm coming with a lot of stupid reasons like my parents, how I my. I'm telling like for the last 3 4 months, I'm playing this mediocre role. Okay, the other job I was who I was playing a mediocre role. Now also, like I'm coming with a weird answer. Oh, my parents, who will take care of my parents, so I need to be here. Somewhere I know that I'm lying to myself. That is not. I should take the bold step. And in case if I want to be an actor, I should be going to Mumbai. In case if you told that, you should be going to Mumbai. Or at least you can crack a lot of audition in Malayalam movie also. In case, because even if that also is, this Rakesh as a person, this person is not doing, then what authenticity is there? So, see, that is what I'm telling you, Fran, face by face. I'm also in your position. I'm also scared. I'm also don't know, and I'm coming with lot of petty reason. I'm trying to settle like a mediocre, scaring how I manage. Though I'm giving big language, I'm telling all sort of these big things, comparing Danlok, telling. But have I been able to be a role model and inspire you? That is a question. So I should also be doing it. I should also be taking that daring step. Then only you also will get inspired. I know that. But I will do it. I will do it. Because that is a commitment from my end. 14th May, as I told, I will be working as a lead actor for Amal Neerat. for a remuneration of 10 lakh. That is my first goal. And how much I'm willing to pay? I told that I will come with action movies. I told I will come with a movie album. I told I gave a lot of commitments, but have I did it? Somewhere my thought might have done it, but still, how badly did I win? How much was I willing to sacrifice? Did I went to an editing class? Did I went to an action learning class? How much was I willing to take to the next step? How much? It's a question that raises eyebrows even to me also as a person. And I'm kind of being ashamed, but I also need to work towards it. And the next thing Mr. Danlok is telling, the other example, that is this person, he happens to go to a restaurant where he meets his former buddy who he studied in his college days. And this person is waiting now there as a waiter or something, a restaurant keeper. And this Mr. He recognizes Danlok and he asks him like what is he doing, but Danlok doesn't reveal much of himself because he don't want to, he didn't feel like doing it. And in the end, speaking about this friend, he was a very much popular guy. He used to go on a date. He was a big shot in college days. But Mr. Danlok is telling like in when this person was enjoying partying around, Danlok was, he knew what he wanted to be. He was willing to pay the sacrifice. He was at the age of 19, he had decided that he will be a successful person. He will be a few money, he'll be free from few money. And for that, he had started to pay, he had started to sacrifice. So he started structuring emails, making bonds, making contracts. He was learning to do that process. And in the process he is telling like he lost many opportunities. He had to sacrifice wonderful moment being with a friend, but he is telling like he had to endure a lot of pain. But Mr. Danlok is telling that is a cost for this, that is a cost for success. How much you are willing to pay for the success is what it counts at the end of the day. How badly you want it, how bad? Because most of us, like me, I'm settled like a mediocre, and I'm convinced. I'm telling myself that this is fine, and I'm trying each day. I'm telling a lie to myself, and trying to set a normal goal and pulling, putting my goal very much down and coming up with lot of odd reasons and doing normal things. But this is not the thing that one should do. One should take the responsibility, take the bold step, take the bold step, guys, because life is really, 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 really tough. And by ending this, Mr. Danlok is telling that success is not coming by accident. Success is not a result of accident. You choose to be successful. You choose to sacrifice, and you choose to use that time in quality, that is on working on self investment by reading. You choose that. You choose to party around with friends. You choose to go out with a girlfriend. You choose to do that. You are responsible for your life. You are responsible for your life. So, on that note, I want to close this. Before that, how much are you willing to endure? How much pain are you willing to endure? How many rejection are you willing to endure? How many setbacks? How many backstabbing? How many, be getting battered from all corners? How much are you willing to get that few money? Because getting that few money for getting it, it is a big thing, and to keep hold of that is also double effort. But how badly, Mr. Shah Rukh Khan, you always have told, you have heard, right? He is snatching onto success. When Rajiv Mas in the interview asked him, like, so what does this stardom means to you? So Mrs. Shah Rukh Khan tells that. So now I am staying in this big house by the state that is Mannat, and I have my wife, my children, and I have my stardom also with me. And now we are all in good uh, we are all in good terms, and we know the importance of this also. So, and Mr. Shah Rukh Khan is telling that he's not willing to give up this stardom. That is the quality of a winner of this few money. He is one of this few money guy. He is not willing to give up. He is not willing to give that. So, guys, I'm also trying to put up this thing, and I'm also in this session. It is like a revelation for me that I opened up for me also. Was I being successful in irrespective of giving all this numerous talks? Did I even take 1% of effort? Though I came with this dance video, YouTube videos, but what next? Did I come with anything else that I could give goosebumps to you? That was my responsibility. I have been sacrificing it. Though, what is the result, guys? So on that note, I'm also a bit emotional after this session. So today's is the assignment is this, that is just think that in case if you have all worldly pleasure, that is, and if you have a magic wand and you got all problems or financial issue and everything set, now the genie asks you or this asks you like, what is the thing that you badly want to which you are giving? You are so I want this that thing. Like I want this, or I want to take my parents for this, or I want to be an actor. I want to be a Bollywood. I want to be a Hollywood actor. I want to have this body like Mr. John Abraham, or I want this. I want. I'm telling more like an investment thing because that is how. Because at the end of the day, so how much you are willing. That is what. So I believe that. I gave my heart out, and I tried to make you understand also. You also took something from this. On that note, I'm just bidding off. Thank you guys. Have a blessed night, and please, please, please work hard on yourself. Thank you. God bless.